in Uganda. Thank you very much for joining us, Julius. Now, how was the reaction in Uganda to the arrest of opposition leader Kizza Besigye?
This conversation has two sides to it. Many Ugandans who support the opposition, and these are the supporters of the opposition, the sympathizers of the opposition, they have come out very strongly to condemn what government has done. But again, on the other side, police is defending its position. They are saying what Dr. Besigye was doing is unlawful and they're just doing their job. Dr. Besigye will be presented before the judge. He's been charged already, and then when he appears again in court now, it will be upon him. It will be upon the defense team to defend him. And there's confidence in the judiciary. So if Dr. Besigye goes to court and defends himself and there's no evidence, government says then he will be set free. But as for now, police insist that what he was doing is unlawful. This despite what his supporters say that it's a violation of his freedom.
Julius, you've just said there's no evidence, but let's step back a little. Explain the treason charge in the context of the Ugandan law. What does it mean if he's found guilty?
I was earlier speaking to a communication person at the judiciary, and he told me, according to the Ugandan law, treason calls for a maximum of death. So if Besigye is found guilty, possibly he could face death or life in prison. So we look forward to see the proceedings in court when it comes to plea. If his plea is like expected, he's actually expected not to plead guilty, but we look forward to see what will happen then. If the state has enough evidence and they can really prosecute this, they can prosecute Dr. Besigye and find him guilty, then we'll see the sentence according to the judges who will be in charge of the case.
Now, what are the chances of him being released on bail?
I beg your pardon, I didn't hear that very well, but I guess you wanted to find out what would happen to Dr. Besigye now regarding what is happening. Police says now they have enough evidence, and they are banking much on a video that came out that purportedly shows Dr. Besigye taking a presidential oath. Now, in this video that we have also seen, Dr. Besigye holds a Bible, and there are some dignitaries, senior officials of his party that flanked him during this. And now police says, okay, this is treasonous for someone to come out and declare himself president. They look at this as evidence, and they want to use it against him when the time for court comes.
Julius, are there any chances that he will be released on bail?
There's a possibility, yes, Dr. Besigye could be released on bail, because when we touch through the past of his political career, he's been arrested before, and this is not the first time that Dr. Besigye is facing treason charges. He's faced treason charges before, and he has had a strong defense team that has come out strongly to defend him during the court sessions. And some judges have come out to say, okay, there was not enough evidence to try Dr. Besigye. But in any case, this could be a totally different story. This could be a totally different case from the previous treason charges. So we are not very sure if what happened previously could happen now. But to tell you, yes, there could be a possibility that he could be released on bail, but it is too early to tell if that is going to happen this time around.
Now, has there been any reaction from outside Uganda, especially from Western nations and Uganda's neighboring states?
Previously, there's been a lot of pressure, especially from the international community, yes, from the West, and also rights groups like Amnesty International that have condemned government is what they call intolerance against the opposition. But to this specific case, we've not heard exactly from particular countries, from particular institutions. But if we go back to statements that have been released by the U.S. State Department, by the European Union, calling upon the government of President Yoweri Museveni to relax a bit when it comes to handling opposition leaders, maybe they are yet to release their statement.
Now, Julius, perhaps this is a subjective question, but Besigye has been in and out of prison, including a brief exile here in South Africa. How has he coped with all of this, and how is his party coping with the latest setback?
Besigye, yes, has been in and out of court, and he has had a number of charges against him. But, you know, to give you a clear understanding of what has been happening, yes, the police has brought charges against him, and the state prosecutor has tried Besigye several times, but we've not had a particular case where Besigye has been convicted. And now this gives it a bigger picture now, especially to his supporters. They keep on asking government, okay, why then take him to court if you have no case against him, because he's not been convicted yet. But you never know, maybe this is the first case where he's going to be convicted.
Julius, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for that update. That was our correspondent joining us from Uganda, Julius Mugambwa.